Hello and welcome again to yet another episode of the Property Pulse, the heart of real estate. And of course, you're with me, your host Anne Kanywera, and my amazing co-host
was Ashley. And let's delve into the topic today.
All right, so today we are talking about women and investment. What is it that you do with your girlfriends? What investment opportunities do you have? And why should we invest as women? Those are the questions that we are going to be looking at and see how we can improve the lives of our fellow women, right?
Definitely. Today's topic, we're focusing on the women part. We want to talk a little bit about investment, a bit about saving your money, how the decisions we make as women and how they affect our futures. And that's the topic we'll be talking about today.
Oh, yeah. So, first things first, most people think about saving or investment and they're like, it's this giant of a mountain. And they're like, how do I even start my saving journey, my investment journey? And I don't know, what can you tell people? I know that one thing is saving and investment always starts by a step.
Yeah, that's
if it's that one, if you're getting that 5,000, make sure that you have 100 saved or 200 saved. Or if you earn like daily amount of like 1,000, because there are those people who are working in vibaruas and whatever, and you can be able to save like even 200, spend the 800 maybe in transport and food and whatever, but you make sure that 200 you don't touch it. As simple as that. I mean, it's as simple as that, right?
Saving, and I mean, you're right, because most people think that when you're saving, you need to save, I don't know, a certain amount. In your mind, you've said, I can only save when I have a certain amount of money, but that's not true. Even the richest person right now in the world, they started somewhere. They
usually say the journey of 1,000 miles.
Starts with one
step.
Yeah.
So why don't you take that step today? Now, before we even tell you to start that step, and because I know that you out there will start your step today, I want to help you or walk this journey with you, because this is going to be a series of discussion where we'll be talking about how or the best ways on investing. And by the way, remember, this discussion is powered by Hyssop Properties, the number one real estate company in Kenya and beyond. And remember, this is where you get some of the best properties, some of the best houses, the best places to invest in. So after we learn how to save and you've saved enough money, this is where you will need to come and invest your money at. And I'm not just saying that because I work here. I'm saying that because I know that is the truth. All right?
True.
So where do we start off at?
Maybe perhaps we can talk a bit about saving and the power of saving. Just a bit. Let's chambua that topic kidogo. Save, because as you mentioned earlier, there's a lot of misconceptions about it. A lot of people think you have to jump hurdles and hoops for you to be able to save. So let's perhaps start there. And I'd like to start by saying, even in Kitambo, even our parents or our moms in Oshago, they used to save.
Yes.
They used to save.
Yes, they did.
And it's, if you go to the market and you're able to make, as you said, maybe 600 shillings or 1,000, it's putting away 50 bob.
Yes.
It's putting it away. It's making sure you have something, a rainy day fund somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know how that came in handy? Have you ever heard of these stories or experienced yourself that watoto wamefukuzwa shule, and then the dad says, I don't have money to pay for your school fees because I don't have money at the moment. But then the mom says, Munaenda shule kesho. Munaenda shule kesho. And vadum, mommy pays the school fees. Where did she get that money? And mind you, she's not working. It's the kidogo money that she's been left for food, the 1,000 a day or 500 a day or 200 a day, that she spares her 50 bob, that she spares her 200, that she spares 100. And now those kidogo money, they either put Kitambo, they used to put under the mattress, right? Under the mattress, in some raggedy jackets that they don't wear anymore. In some, underneath, kule mvunguni mwa vitandani,
Wengine wanararua mattress
Yes! Actually, there are so many instances where you hear that people just rarua the mattress and they just put some tools over there and then they hide the money there. By the way, that's not the best way of saving money.
Don't do that.
Yes. And others commit that money. they put that to 50. Then for the whole week, they put it in the chama. They go to a chama on Saturday or Sunday. You know those chamas, our mama. They go to those chamas.
Yeah, and even the topic for chamas is one we're going to tackle in
just a few minutes. We will.
But that's very true. I think back then, I'm talking back then, our moms, our grandmas, they used to know how to save, how to put kidogo. Nakwambia hata 20 bob.
Yes.
They used to know how to do it, and this just to let you know that saving it can start from anywhere. It's not this big mountain that only rich people save, because how did they become rich?
Yeah.
And with that, then maybe we can get into why women are motivated to save, because as women, there's that thing that pushes us to have a rainy day fund.
Yeah.
Even as I'm talking about our moms, our grandmothers, that was the motivation. So maybe we can talk about some of the motivations to support the power of saving. Talk about the motivations and why women invest. Save rather. Why women save. Well, saving and investing sort of the...
No. Actually, they are different.
They're different.
Yes, they are. Because you have to start with saving for you to invest. Because you can't invest without the savings.
Okay.
So you have to plan on how you are investing. Make a very, very deliberate plan on saying, like, for instance, I have seen people who have gone into money market funds. Yeah. I've seen people who have done insurance. Yeah. I've seen people who have done, so much. Chamas, small chamas, small merry-go-rounds. Now that's a form of saving, right? Yeah. Now investing is what now you use that money for. Okay. That and it's not using that money to buy clothes or to buy shoes. Yeah. No. It's using that money into a project or into something that will in turn bring more money, and that is why we call it investing. All right, because it's gonna bring return on investment. It's gonna give you more money than you actually had in, you have saved 100,000, you put it into a business, you put it in a money market fund, you put it I don't know where, then it grows, then within a short period of time it had doubled, or it has added some 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 50,000 even. So as long as it's something that you're going to put your money in and it doubles in price, or it increases rather in price, now that is what we call investment.
All right.
Yeah.
So then maybe because we're just talking about saving, then let's first talk about why women save, and then we go ahead to why women invest. Because as I was speaking and saying, our moms back then and our grandmothers, I don't think they ever used to invest. Well, not unless you look at it like well, let me not go there because that might be a long discussion.
Let me tell you, I would say they invested. Because I remember my grandmother, and investments or saving. Let's say saving.
Yeah, because then I wanted to
say... They saved.
Yes, that's
and
exactly
saving, saving was and by the way, let me tell you, they saved and they invested. Yeah, okay. Do you know where they invested? In farming.
Yeah, actually that's exactly
they invested in farming. They would have those kidogo, vibarua, they have the money, and then they put that money back into their farms, and then they make money from there. And Kitambo people used to have kahawa, used to have, fruits and whatever, and that's what they would do. Now, they would be the ones, and remember very well, clearly, watu wa Kitambo, you'll find that wamama ndio wako busy kwa boma, they are making, ends meet, fending for their children, and the earliest form of saving is what we call the granaries. Right? Because you see, you've gone there, you've harvested your produce, and then utaenda uze kila kitu. You don't go sell everything. So you need something for the money, and then Kitambo there was barter trade. So that was the form of, making money or exchanging good to another good. So you had to have some sort of saving. Okay. So then they used to save using their produce. Okay. All right? Yeah. Now it has changed into now what it is. Yeah. And that is why we keep saying, or Waswahili walisema, haba na haba, ujaza kibaba. Yeah. And this kibaba is exactly what you're talking about. Use that kibaba to make that investment of yours. Yeah. You want to be that $1 million woman, it starts with you putting away that 50 shillings, putting away that 100 shillings, kujinyima your lunch daily, you just avoid that lunch daily, and you just say, that 150 I would have eaten, let me put it somewhere. Let me put it in Mshwari and forget about it. Put it in a lock account. And now there's a very, very amazing app. It's called Chums. And I've used it. You've also used it, right? And I'm not just saying that so that I can market them, and I'm not promoting them. I'm just saying it was an avenue that I used and I liked.
Yeah.
And if anyone else can use that as a way of just rushing that extra, afu umeitwa na msee amekwambia let's go for lunch, that money you're given as fare, oh baby girl, fare ya 2,000 kula 500 15 eka huko.
It's true. It's
how we're gonna help each other.
Yeah, and why you see as women, I think we often nisishikilia boma. And boma in this case can either be wewe peke yako, ama wewe na watoto wako, ama
wewe na bwana yako na watoto wako.
It's you see women, because we have that other sense that tells us we need to have money aside. You can't get money and you're finishing it, all of it, Then what happens on a day your paycheck delays? Your kids won't eat that day.
Exactly.
And these are some of the reasons why we save as women. Because, like, for example, myself, and I'm using a very practical example, I can't, like, if I stay and I have no money nowhere, and I know there are those hard times. There are those hard times. Believe me, I'm not saying there are those tough times where, left, right, ni Mungu mbele. But I don't like that season, and I always like at least nijue tu kuna thao mahali. Exactly. At least nijue tu kuna 5k mahali.
Have you ever? And this happened to me. I was like, unasema between me and poverty. Niko na shilingi 50. I have a 50 shillings, and then God comes in and says, wait a minute. You go in your wallet, in your wardrobe, looking for something to wear because probably you're going somewhere, and you're like, oh, I haven't worn this jacket in a while, or I haven't worn this dress in a while, and then unaingisha mkono kwa mfuko unapatana na thao. Let me tell you.
Wow.
That is the time you say hallelujah Jesus.
Amen.
Wewe. Yeah? And that also just tells you that saving just comes to help you.
Yeah, imagine
saving just comes to save you. Yeah, imagine.
Put that lunch money away.
Not in that bag.
Hautaenda kukula burger, utaenda kwa kibandaski.
Yeah, na hizo mapizza.
Yeah. And sometimes in a bit, in life there are seasons.
Yes.
There are seasons. There are times you'll be, well off, you're living high life, but there are times you have to. And all this is because, having money away, and as a woman, you feel secure. You feel there's something, uwezi kwama kabisa.
And you know what? Other than ata kukwama, people have stayed in abusive relationships just because of money. Their money situations. Because you know very well you don't have a job, you don't have an education, you don't have any way of getting money.
Wow.
You stick around in an abusive relationship, abusive marriage, abusive situationship, because this guy is the one providing for everything. But imagine if you had your own money.
And I know, and I feel what you're saying, because at the fact that now maybe you have children as well.
Yes.
You can't just, that topic is...
It's a hard one. And you know what? I love the fact that right now women have become very progressive.
Yeah.
We are eagerly out there working and learning more and more, which means that right now hakuna mwanamke unaweza mwambia, and I'm not saying this to tell women ati mkwe wakali kwa mabwana zenu. No. I'm saying this, when you have your own money, you have the power in your hands.
Yeah.
You will not stoop so low to accept things that are negative in your life. And by the way, it can also be friends.
Yeah.
Your friends who have money can misuse you, mistreat you just because wao ndio utoa form. So when utakwanga wakwambia, wewe unaletea jacket kwa gari, wewe unaletea sijui nini, wewe unatuletea soda, you be the one to be sent to do the manual work, to do the dirty work. Just because they're having a house party. They need someone to go get the drinks from, I don't know, Timbuktu. Who is the easiest person to go? You, because you don't have the money. Yeah.
So don't allow yourself to be in that position. And I mean, talking about women and money is a topic that we can talk about, especially me and you.
Yeah,
a topic we can talk about for an hour, but because that's not what I wanted us to focus on today. I think, but I hear you. I mean, money and women it's heavy. It's a heavy conversation.
It is.
Yeah.
And let your problems be your motivation.
Yeah.
Let your ambitions become your motivation.
Yeah.
Now I think we've touched on most of the things. Like we've said, We've talked about what is investment, what is saving. We have also looked at why should women save. Because honestly, some of those things we've talked about, you don't want to find yourself in compromising situations just because we've seen women being killed left, right, and center just because they wanted a mbaba. Because, and it's only because they don't have money of their own and they need it. No, girl, wake up, work hard, get your money in. Don't start by investing.
Start by saving.
Save as little as 100 shillings daily. As little as 50 shillings daily. It will be so good when you come one day and look at yourself and you're like, wow, I have a plot somewhere. I have an apartment somewhere. My kids are going to school. We are able to eat. Do you know, some people, it's a luxury to even eat fruits daily in their home. They can be able to make sausages and cook sausages at their own home. Even if it's not daily, once or twice in a week. That is an achievement. And that is what I want for you, my girlies, my mummies. That is what I want for you. I think we should also look at maybe some of. Now we have saved, right?
The most,
we have saved. Now let's look at.
What we can talk about is the most common way that women save and invest. Because nowadays I had anyway, but we'll talk about it. How the most common ways that women invest nowadays is through chamas, the merry-go-round situation, whatever. This is where I'm pretty sure most of you know what it is. This is where you are supposed to put a certain amount of money every weekend or once a month or twice, whatever. Then your pesa in the industry it grows. Kuna zingine they call, please don't think I'm a shags model. Kuna zingine zinaitwa gubato. Don't ask me what that is. What is it?
I know it's called gubato.
What?
It's like wow, how do I explain it? It's like a circle in a way. Like you save your money there and then you can take a loan from them. You can kubata, you can go.
I think it's like a circle.
Yeah, it's a makeshift circle. If that makes sense. A gubato is like a makeshift circle.
Okay,
like done by women in the village or in the neighborhood, and they all save together. And when you need like 10,000, 12,000, you're given that money, but then you pay by interest. You get? So it's like going to a circle, but not a circle because it's people of your neighborhood. So it's called gubato.
Wow. Okay, please, if you've heard about this, you can comment.
So that is one
down
way.
below and maybe try to explain.
And it's different from a chama.
Okay, alright.
Because now a chama, you can't take a loan. A chama is you give, like for instance, there's another one I have. We just give like 1,000 a weekend every Saturday. When it gets your turn, you literally just get the exact amount that you've been saving. You get? So for this one,
so
for the
and the way you've said it, the way you said about now a regular chama is that's a way of saving because then your money all comes back.
Yes. And you know what like also that does? It gives you discipline. It gives you discipline and saving culture. Now it is always advisable to have a discipline or a saving culture. And if the saving culture comes in having a chama or having the gubatos or having the money market for MMF or I don't know, or you're saving in the bank. I swear me bank, I'll just give the money.
Because the bank
swipe the card. Give me back.
So actually, I understand then why most women statistically save in chamas. Because it's not money you can easily get to. It's money that you've put it aside, you're waiting it out, and normally when it comes, then you're able to say, I've been wanting to buy this, or it's come at the time I need to buy my kids' uniform, school uniform, or it's come at a time, that is normally very helpful. And even nowadays, I'm seeing, my friend was telling me about a chama now, where it's almost the same concept, where you put in money like every weekend, or twice a month, or thrice a month, the way you decide. but that money doesn't come back to you. They're building their savings up to buy a plot.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Women. But
sign me up in that one.
No, but now it's a very tight. It's a very
tight knit.
Yes, because actually, in the next topic we're gonna tackle is what are the challenges of this method that women really love saving in or investing in, and that's one of the challenges because they prefer. It's a very small group of women. They're about 8, because they don't wanna open it up too much. Because remember.
Trust issues also remember.
Hizi pesa yako inarudi. Hii ni pesa mmeagree mnataka shamba mahali. So mnapeana pesa tu kama chama. But it's buying a plot of land somewhere, an acre or 3. So some of the challenges that come with, group investments or group savings that because chamas don't really have papers and lawyers.
No.
Very cute though.
But they're starting to be recognized, right? They have been recognized. Actually, as we speak, the government has a record of like 3,000 chambers.
Wow.
Yeah, and more.
Wow.
And they are more mushrooming. What I see in Dogondogo, you've taken like 5 friends.
Yeah.
There are those with major, like 50 women.
Yeah. Wow.
Those ones are recognized.
Wow.
Those ones are recognized.
Yeah.
And of course, there's still a way of regulating them. That's why you hear when these mamas go for these meetings, kuna wanamuitanga mwalimu. You've ever heard of something like that? That mwalimu usually goes now to educate them on the things that are there, and that is why people like us who are in real estate are given opportunities to go to them when they have their meetings. So we are able to now talk to them to give them opportunities for them to invest, because you'll find a group that saves $1 million a month.
Wow.
Yes, $1 million a month, and that is just a group of women. If they're saving $1 million a month, for heaven's sake, what can't they do in the face of this world?
Wow.
Because that means every month that is 12 million in a year.
Yeah.
Those are the women that get together and they want to say, oh, we want to go to the Maldives.
My God.
The anti-Mado type.
Anti-Mado.
I can't wait until I'm in that.
And
we're going to do that, right?
The goal. Yes.
That's the goal.
And that's why we're talking about this goal. It's gotta start somewhere.
It's gotta start somewhere, right?
It has to start somewhere.
So we are going to this journey with you, and that is why we're going to make this into a series where we have to learn how to start saving. And then after learning how to start saving, we get into our investment. What are the investment opportunities that we have, and how do we learn how to be good investors, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We are going to get into that. We are going to create discipline, and by the way, it's not going to be easy. It's just like wanting to lose weight.
It's not easy.
I'm just saying that, and I've looked at us and I'm like, yeah, we are not. Yeah, that's because we don't go to the gym. But yeah, it's hard. Same as saving, same as investing. But does it stop us? No, it will not. And I want to have this journey with you and with Ashley, of course.
Yes,
what do you have to say? Our last.
I think I'm in. This is going to be an interesting topic to delve into, as we've seen. I mean, even now we feel like we've not even exhausted.
We haven't even started.
Yeah. So I think this is an interesting discussion that we're gonna start, and I think it's a much needed discussion, because I mean, women, we empower each other. You know that.
Yeah.
There's no one to come help us. We do it for ourselves.
Yeah.
We empower each other. We talk to each other. We educate each other, and that's how we all grow. So I'm excited.
You are?
I am.
Me too. And I'm excited to start this journey with you because remember, we are talking about women empowerment. And here, this discussion that we started is about saving and investment. Now, next time we're going to be looking at how to become a good investor, what are the pitfalls, and all those other questions that you may be having. Now, I'll ask a favor from you. Send in questions about anything that you want us to talk about, or anything that you have a question about, anything that is affecting you, how you'd like to start your saving culture. And by the way, at Hyssop Properties, we have an arrangement where you can be saving with us, and then you get your piece of property from whichever area that we'll be having. So remember, you can be able to also save with us and get that piece of land that you've been wanting to have. Right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so thank you very much for being with us. It has been amazing. It has been super
educative. Yeah, I've learned a new thing. Go what?
Gubato. And I've still said I'm not a Shansmodo, but yeah. I know about Bubato.
I've learned a new thing today. So thank you so much. Kindly remember to follow us on all our platforms, Hyssop Properties KE. That's on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of them, TikTok, Zote.
Yes, and of course, I have been your host, Ann Kanyura, and my co-host,
Ashley Hefzeba.
Yes, of course. And remember, this is the Property Pals, the heartbeat.
The heart of real estate.
All right, the heart. Okay, I wanted to say the heartbeat, but the heart of real estate.
Yes.
Powered by Hyssop Properties. Next episode coming soon. Hyssop Properties, a culture of trust.